Okay, what type of truck is this?
This is a 72 Kenworth K100 built by Terry Thompson out of Woodstock, Illinois.
To jack the cab up, you pull a safety pin, and there's the factory cab.
We're gonna start it up. Now, what makes this startup different than any other startup?
It's got an air starter on it.
And what the hell does that mean for people that don't understand what that is?
Usually it makes girls pee their pants when they're walking by. It's kind of like an impact wrench. There's no batteries to actually turn it over. It's all driven by air. So it kind of sucks. Like here, we've been at a truck show now for 4 days. Truck ran out of air pressure. So luckily there's another driver parked beside me willing to give my truck a blowjob, you know?
I'm here with my dear friend Randy. Finally lets me, this is the face behind the trucks. Okay, what type of truck is this?
This is a 72 Kenworth K100 built by Terry Thompson out of Woodstock, Illinois. Powered by a KTA 600, 13 speed with a 4-speed behind that. 355 rears, rolling on tall 24.5s.
Man, that's sexy as hell.
Should get up and move with the best of them.
Hey, so right now we're in your cab. We're getting the exclusive. What are we doing right now?
Gonna start it up.
We're gonna start it up. Now, what makes this startup different than any other startup?
It's got an air starter on it.
And what the hell does that mean for people that don't understand what that is?
Usually it makes girls pee their pants when they're walking by.
Okay, now what do I do? What do you hit and where do I need to go so we can see this?
Anywhere you want.
I can stand back?
Yep.
Okay, you hit the knob, see what happens.
Oh, not enough.
So walk us through mechanically for what's actually going on.
It's an air-driven motor that's kind of like an impact wrench. There's no batteries to actually turn it over. It's all driven by air. So it kind of sucks. Like here, we've been at a truck show now for 4 days. Truck ran out of air pressure. So luckily there's another driver parked beside me willing to give my truck a blowjob, you know?
So is that what it is? You give him a hose?
Yep.
And then, okay, I'm gonna go over to the other truck. So you give him a hose, he connects it to his, and then it shoots enough air so that it turns on your truck.
Correct.
And how and why can't it just do it right away? What's the problem with it?
Cold start.
Cold start. Gotcha. So this is the first truck that I've seen that actually doesn't have batteries.
Correct.
Very cool. All right, let me go look up the hookup.
All right.
And is this what you have to do everywhere you go?
Everywhere you go.
If you turn off the truck, you're gonna have to.
If it's more than 2 days, or if somebody walks up and opens the valve and drains the tank,
right,
not knowing what they're actually touching, which is what happened here, then you got to find somebody that'll give your truck a blowjob.
So now, how does it even keep the air in it? It just has enough air for.
It has a very large air tank.
Gotcha.
Correct.
So that will last for about 2 days, you say, right?
2 to 3 days, yeah.
Right. So you and air leaks wouldn't be well.
No.
That's great. So right here, mother truckers, as you can see, here's Randy stealing air, and my man here ain't cheap. It's $4 a minute.
Yep.
$4 a minute right here. Look at that, and it hooks up right over here. Man, you know what an ungrateful friend. You are a good friend, but he not so much on this one. But honestly, I think this is a pretty cool build. You know?
It is, definitely. You got to really appreciate the man's workmanship that he did on this truck. He did a lot of work on here and didn't have a whole lot to work with. And look at, you know, I mean, this reminds me of that new movie that came out, Icebreaker.
Yeah.
You know, with that big train, and that's what it looks like, a big train coming down.
That's cool,
the thing,
man.
You know?
That's cool. Yeah. But I appreciate you for being, see, as truck drivers, we're actually good human beings. We help each other out.
Right.
So that's cool, man. I think he was joking about the $4 every minute.
Actually, it's really going up now.
Yeah, it's going up now. But
I don't know how many times it's going to take to start this.
He says $4 a minute.
If that's what it takes, I'll give him 15 a minute.
All right, are we gonna try it again?
We might be able to.
We might be able to.
There she is. She's alive.
She's alive. So right now, what's your prediction? How many air starter trucks are there left in the world, you think?
Oh, very rare.
Very
rare. Very rare.
So you ain't selling this girl?
No. And it's just a starter. You can literally put the air starter on any truck sitting here.
But this one came with one?
This truck is actually hand built from the frame rails up.
Let's walk it for once, because, you know, I know you talked about it, Vic. Can we walk this like it's DOT
Sure.
real quick? Let's start from the front.
Okay.
Of course, my man's over here showing out. Yep.
Started out as a 1968 Peterbilt 359 day cab that was in a wreck. So my grandpa bought the frame and everything and carried the frame rails into the shop, set them on a barrel, and built a 1972 Kenworth K100 Cabover on top of it.
Wow.
He then wrecked that truck in '78, bought a brand new cab from Chicago Kenworth, and built what you see here.
Let's walk it. Let's go.
So
Show me. 5-minute break. Let's walk this bad boy.
So it started out as just a standard Kenworth cab, and then the aerodynamic aerofoil was put on. This is actually would go on the front of a trailer with a Thermo King unit. The cab is still behind that, and then as you can see, to jack the cab up, you pull a safety pin. And there's the factory cab. There's the factory cab. The windshields were V'd out like a freight train because at 114 miles an hour, the windshields will push in on a Kenworth K100.
Wow.
He did it 4 times on the Bonneville Salt Flats, and it was 114 miles an hour every single time that the windshields would blow in. So he beat them out like that, and they quit doing it. Then he took the cab, the back of the cab, and he extended it out a foot on the passenger side so that he could turn the whole bed sideways. Took the passenger side door of a Peterbilt sleeper and put it on so it's suicide door. So he can open this driver's door while he's sitting in the seat, reach out, open the rear door, and literally just pivot around. Lowered the floor of the cab an extra foot. So at 6'2", he could stand beside his bed and put his clothes on.
That's crazy. That's cool. I dig that. I dig that. That's cool. Good stuff. That's beautiful. I appreciate you, brother.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.